Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the hashtag TFR
Motivation
Monday
Monday.
Zoom. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles.
guys.
We are your presenters tonight, and we've got great information for you to conclude the 4-part series on the 4 pillars of belief, as we heard them talk about masterfully at the past Elite Academy. We're rounding it out today with pillar number 4, belief in you. So important.
Yes, it is. But before we get started, we want to make sure that you guys go in to make sure you subscribe to the Team Freedom Marines YouTube channel. It's where you can find all the recordings. We upload every week, the recordings. As long as there's not some sort of, infringement or anything like that, you can find the replay on the Team Freedom Marines YouTube.
And then ding, 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 ring the bell.
Yes,
so you get
absolutely. Notified. Absolutely. All right. Coming to all of the new distributors, we have got Axio sample packs that are now included in the new distributor packaging, as well as you're going to have the opportunity to be able to utilize the sample packs in building your business and exposing people to our amazing product, Axio, starting August 16th. So please don't miss the training. There's going to be all kinds of stuff coming out from corporate about the sample packs. Elite Pro 9, Tara Wilson, has got this sampling thing pretty well handled, and she's going to be doing some amazing training and how to use these sample packs. Go ahead.
So if you guys, you kind of can't tell from this picture because it's kind of two-dimensional, but if you're old enough to remember the Lifesaver books that came around on Christmas,
Lifesaver packs.
This is made in that vein, or that was this packaging was inspired by the Lifesaver book. So that's a 3-dimensional thing, opens up 5 flavors of each thing. They're pretty freaking awesome. Can't wait for you guys to get them. And for your brand new distributors in your new enrollment packs, can't wait for you to get them and utilize them the way we heard masterfully how Billy Paquette is doing it.
Yeah, so excited.
So excited.
All right. So, and new packs came out just this last week, and they are amazing. Nothing but just massive kudos to corporate for putting these packages together the way that they are, because basically with the start kit, now you get the tools to be able to build your business. Then and by the way, the new packages are available in the United States and Canada. So Canadian distributors, please go to your websites for the details on the packages. But this is the new packages for the US. We've got the Premier Pack, which gets you the tools and some products to be able to get you building your LifeVantage business. But the ultimate is the US Elite Pack or the Canadian Elite Pack. It comes with the tools, the products, and all the training for a full year. You get a year of training, as well as having, I think it's $947 in savings off of all of the products that you get in the Elite Pack. So really, it should be the ultimate choice for everybody.
You know what? It was interesting. We just heard recently that somebody from another company, a top earner in another company, said, "You guys have a free website?" They saw our website, saw it was pretty cool. It's like, we pay $29 a month for our website, and it isn't even that good. And then you guys get free app too. We have to pay $9.99 a month. That's $9.99 a month for our app, and it isn't as good as yours. So we get free stuff that is top of the line and world class. So that's what part of the value of the start kit is. And by the way, these prices, the $299 for the Premier Pack and the $999 for the Elite Pack, include the start kit and your free website, you're welcome, and your free app, you're welcome, and legal and compliance,
everything,
and the phone room, and all the stuff that comes along with it. All that comes along with it for the $50.
It's an amazing deal, guys. These packages have never been better. So let's get out there and get sharing and spreading the word.
Yeah.
So guys, are you registered? We have some amazing events coming up. Just in 2 weeks' time, we've got LVA, LifeVantage Academy, in 6 different locations around the United States, and there's a virtual option. So make sure that you go and get pre-registered immediately, because registration numbers are pretty low right now. So we need to make sure that you get your ticket so that you can participate in this training, because you truly do have to show up if you want to rank up, guys. If you're serious about building your business, you have to attend events and you have to get the training and the mindset that comes with participating in these events. And then we've got Global Convention in person. 2,500 people are going to be in Salt Lake City. And you also have the option of virtual for this global convention. So please make sure that you go immediately and get yourself registered. The seats for in person are under 1,000 available now. So make sure that you go and get yours and look for all of the details on your replicated website down at the bottom under events.
Yes. And we've got the fly-in. There's all kinds of buzz, guys, about this new second weekend of every month fly-in. Unbelievable what is planned for this. It's for prospects. It's for leaders to get started properly leveraging the corporate team, the C-suite executives, the building. Unbelievable to be in the building talking with our CEO, Steve Fife, our Chief Marketing and Sales Officer, Justin Rose, our Chief Science Officer, Dr. Brian Dixon, and all the other people that are going to be influential in the building of this business. Imagine your new prospect or your new distributor talking to them face-to-face, one-to-one.
Yeah.
And for those of you who you got excited with LifeVantage and then the COVID hit and all kinds of other stuff happened and you maybe just lost your edge a little bit, plan on going to this because you will truly see how magnificent this is. And there's never been an event that really allowed you to look behind the veil the way this does. So plan on going to the fly-in, plan on getting your prospects there, your new people there, and your distributor leaders that maybe need a little pep talk, get them there.
Yeah, absolutely. So Friday is all about why LifeVantage. That's when the corporate executives will be sharing all of their knowledge, as well as Saturday being all about how to build your business. It's basically going to be like a long, strong Saturday. Okay. So you're going to have master and elite distributors that are going to be leading and training and helping you really get relaunched or launching your LifeVantage business. Dondee and I have committed to be part of that core training group. So we will be there to support you, to be able to support your prospects and you and your relaunch as well. So super excited to see you all there. Registration is free, but you do need to pay your own expenses and travel accommodations and food.
Yep.
Every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday.
Every
Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Success stories.
This is an opportunity presentation, guys. This is available to you all of the time. Take advantage of it. And guess what? It's done on the Open LifeVantage page. So it's there all of the time for you to be able to tag your prospects in these amazing presentations done by elite or master distributors. Take advantage of these opportunities every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
Count on it.
Yes.
Yep. And Shooting Stars.
I think I went too far. Okay, guys, 1, 2, 3 for success in August. Okay. There's 3 things that you need to be participating in to have just everything fall in line for you. First, participate in the month in action program that LifeVantage has going on with the app, starting new conversations and using the app for ITT. You'll earn 1 raffle ticket for every 25 new conversations you start in August, up to a total of 4 tickets. Join the 100 or Bust Telegram group for support and celebration. The second thing is Shooting Stars.
Shooting Stars.
You want to talk about Shooting Stars?
Make it a goal to get 2 new people enrolled in your business that have a cumulative total of 100 PV. They can be customers, they can be distributors, they can be both. 2 new enrollments into your business totaling 100 PV makes you a shooting star. It's been going on since what, March?
Yeah. And this is stair step, guys. This is stair step for you. Okay. So we talked about starting conversations. Now you've got your first 2 new business partners or customers into your business. Now on the third one is jump in the pool. Enroll 5 new accounts in the month of August that equal at least 500 in PV, all combined together. And you will earn between $100 to $200 in the bonus pool for the month of August. I know that for July, it was like just under $150 per person per share, and you can get multiple shares. All right. So we want to congratulate the shooting stars for the month of July. Do you want to start reading those names?
Adana, Marjorie, Kayla, Jason and Rachel, Allison, Bob and Laura, Chris and Sarah, Odell, Lisa, Riza, Elizabeth, Kaylee Voss. She got married. That's so awesome.
I know.
That is so awesome.
And then we've got Richard. We got Dondee and Marci. We're doing this with you guys.
Yeah.
Linda Grace Files, Cynthia, Kim Jakes, Laura, Lizzie, Billy, Lisa, Heather, Merrill,
Gail, Leilani, Linda, Bruce, Dr. Bruce, great job. Sandra, Emmy, Barbara, Sharifa, Heather, May, Sonia, and Jenny. What an all-star group right there.
Congratulations, you guys. And
look at all those new ones.
And then the people that took it to step 3. And by the way, first of all, congratulations to the people that have already qualified for the Shooting Stars Club. This should be your goal. In the first week of the month, hit Shooting Stars, because then you're well on your way to the bonus pool. In July, we had Marjorie, Adonna, Gail, Allison, Kayla, Leilani, Linda Grace, Files, Lisa, Lizzie, Kim, Bob and Laura, and Billy all jump in the pool to get that bonus in July. Congratulations.
I don't think any of them are floaties either.
No, I don't. I think they all know how to swim and they're ready to do it again. They're going for it.
They're going for it.
Let's go.
Belief in yourself. Like we said, pillar number 4, rounding it out. These are the 4 most important variables to be successful in network marketing. And probably the most important one we save for last. That is belief in you. Yeah. Because you could have amazing belief in the products, the company, and the industry, but if you don't believe in you, you're not going to do what's necessary to share this amazing opportunity with the world. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to miss out on that. So having confidence and belief in you is so important.
Yeah, but we understand that your background and the people around you determine a lot of the way that you think about yourself, right? And so we're going to talk about some things that you can actually do to kind of set yourself on a proper foundation to be able to ask the right questions to get you into the right mindset to make the right actions in your business. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on in here, because you really do need to believe in yourself. You unicorns, you're all unicorns out there. You see things differently. You want different things, and you're willing to do what it takes to get there. So we have to make sure that you understand that this 4th pillar, believing in yourself, is the most important. And so it's something you really need to focus on regularly.
Yes, because how you see yourself determines who you are in your business. In other words, how you see yourself determines how you show up. Yeah. And if you show up as a leader, even if you haven't had the experience yet, or you haven't had the track record yet, if you show up as a leader and you're willing to learn and you're willing to make progress, that's 90% of the battle. Then you just got to do it every day.
Yep, absolutely.
How you see yourself matters.
So let's talk about identity for a minute. Okay. So you need to know who you are. And, I would even say it's not necessarily who you may be exactly right at this moment, but who you want to be, who you're working towards becoming. Because right now, in this life, we should be making progress every single day. And with progress becomes change, which means that we're actually changing who we are on a daily basis, based off of decisions that we make. So you need to decide exactly who you are. Make yourself a list. Dondee and I did it. We actually came up with 5 specific things that we're working on right now in who we really want to become better on or become better in our lives. So just think about that and start making these I am statements around the things that you believe that you are. Like, I am successful. I am getting better every day. I am a leader. I am confident. I am a great mother or a great father. I am disciplined. I am worthy of better, right? So when we actually started looking at this identity thing, it was brought to the attention. You want to talk about that book really quick?
It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's one of the most mind-expanding books, and it's really simple. It's about a guy that had a pretty horrific injury when he was in high school and just overcame it. He got hit in the head with a bat and fractured his face, fractured his eye, his orbits of his eyes, his forehead, broke his nose. And as a result of that, he died. He actually died. But they brought him back, and he was a sophomore in high school. And then the rest of his life, and I think he's in his late 30s, early 40s now, but what he had to overcome, in other words, who he had to become to get the things in life that he wanted. And he's an incredible leader. And he just asked himself, would an elite athlete do these things? Would an elite business person do these things? Or how would an elite business person show up today? How would an elite athlete step on the field? And it was interesting because both Marci and I played sports competitively at a high level, and we related to that. So when we're looking at, when we have a Snickers or we have a nectarine in front of us, which one would an elite athlete eat? When you ask yourself that question, it's a totally different decision in which one would my taste buds enjoy more? Or which one do I look at first But that's not the point, because a lot of times we give into our cravings, not thinking about our identity. We're thinking about our short-term satisfaction, not our long-term objectives, especially as it relates to the world. So Atomic Habits by James Clear, recommend every one of you read the book.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And chapter 2, it's going to encourage you to go in and decide who you really want to be and work towards. So Dondee already mentioned one that we decided on, and that was elite athletes. Well, we actually have like a priority list. The first one is we want to be disciples of Christ.
Yeah.
The second one is passionate lovers, because our marriage is very important to us. The third one is parents of the next generation of awesome, right? Because we have kids that we adore and love. And then the fourth is we want to be leaders of leaders that are inspiring impact around the world by our action, right? And so these are really, really important things to decide who you want to truly become, because then you're going to start basing decisions, like Dondee mentioned, around the small things in your life on who you want to become by asking questions. And we'll talk more about that here in a few minutes.
So believing in yourself is so important. So if you just say these things like, I believe in myself and my abilities, you have to believe in yourself. Now, the cool thing about network marketing that is really unlike any other kind of business in the world is, for the most part, people will believe in you before you believe in yourself. That's the benefit of the community, the culture, the team, is they will believe in you. Your leaders, your mentors, your upline, your support team will believe in you before you believe in yourself. And if you just allow that to happen, and it's not easy sometimes. It's not easy a lot of the times. I struggled with it initially, especially in this business, because I was failing at it. And that's not something I'm used to doing, because I was handling it differently. I didn't let other people believe in me and show me. Pride and ego entered into the situation. But a lot of times it's fear and lack of skills that enter into other people's equations. So let people believe in you before you believe in yourself, and to help you encourage the ongoing and allowing yourself to believe in yourself, because it's key though.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you deepen your belief in yourself? Well, first you have to determine your identity. Remember what we just mentioned, the things that we decided that our identity that we're working towards are, first, disciples of Christ, passionate lovers, parents of the next generation of awesome, right? Elite athletes, and leaders of leaders, inspiring impact and change in the world by our action. Okay. So determine, first of all, who is it that you want to be? And then what do you need to do to become that? And it will lead you to becoming a LifeVantage elite distributor. Because if you are actively working towards becoming the ultimate you will be developing habits and behaviors that will lead you to all of the success that you desire.
And maybe some of you don't want to be elite distributors. Maybe some of you are intimidated by that. When you look at the income disclosure statement, when we put this here, to becoming a LifeVantage elite distributor. But here's the thing that we know about this business. The higher you go up in rank, the only thing that it means, if you could ignore the income, and the only reason that income comes is the more people you help, the more money you get paid.
Yes.
And so if you have an altruistic or serving or contributory bone in your body, the more people you help, the more fulfilling your life will be. And as a result, the more financially rewarding. So we wanted to challenge everybody. If you don't think of yourself as an elite distributor or a premier distributor, give yourself the ability to help people selflessly, and let it allow you to become what you will become, focusing on helping people, because there's a lot of people that need help.
Yeah. So if you noticed in our list, we didn't put in there that we are master pro tens or presidential master pro tens or executive master pro tens. We put in there that we're leaders of leaders, inspiring impact around the world by our action, right? We looked at the grander scale of the impact, not necessarily the direct outcome for us. Okay. So think about it on a broader scale. And so developing mini habits. So once you know who your identity is and what you're working towards, then every single time that you have a decision to make, you can start asking yourself questions around who your identity is. So like Dondee mentioned, when we have the opportunity to go and eat something, or if we're craving something, like we have a chalkboard on the door next to our fridge that says, would an elite athlete eat that?
Well, the chalkboard is on the door
into the pantry.
Into the pantry. So regardless of what our craving is or our incentive to go into the pantry, there's that sign on the door. Would an elite athlete eat that?
Right. And then it comes down to things that you kind of procrastinate too, because like in the mornings, I had gotten into a habit of hitting the snooze button. Right. And then all of a sudden, I started in my mind, even before I was fully awake and aware, it's like an elite athlete would get up. Because we go to the gym in the mornings now. So an elite athlete would get up and get ready and go to the gym. So it becomes the answer to any sort of confusion or decision that you need to make, is that you're just going to do what your identity, who you've decided you want to be, would do. Right. So what would someone that is wanting to inspire others to make an impact in the whole world with their actions do in the morning? You know, it's like they'd probably get up and they'd make a list of things that they want to accomplish for the day, if they hadn't already done it the day before.
If you'll allow me, I need to brag on you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
She's not a morning person.
I'm not.
Admittedly, she's not a morning person.
I was not. I am now. Right. I was not.
Right.
An elite athlete would be a morning person.
And she used to hit the snooze button quite a bit. I'm a morning person. So I get up at 4:30 in the morning. She gets up at 5 in the morning. We're at the gym by 6. We're home from the gym after getting a crushing workout. We're home and in the shower before most people go to work. That's because we've decided elite business people, elite athletes behave in that manner. So when the alarm, and again, bragging on you, when the alarm clock goes off, she might have the tendency or the muscle memory to hit the snooze button, but she doesn't. She hits it off. She gets out of bed. How do I know? Because I hear her up. I'm downstairs and I hear her upstairs. I'm looking at my watch. It's 5 o'clock. I hear footsteps. It's like, yes, she did it again. So you are retraining yourself the way
I am. But guess what? It has to be with the goal of being 1% better every single day. Because if you set this expectation that you have to change overnight into the person that you've decided that you want to be, you will fail. You will do it for a little while, but then it will become too much because you don't have the muscle memory or the habits set in place, because a habit is something that just comes naturally because you've done something over and over and over again. So I'm designing new habits in my life, right? You have to design new habits around the areas where you want to grow and improve in order for you to be able to truly design and stick to a habit or create a habit. Because once it's a habit, it's something that you will just do because it's your muscle memory. It's just what you do because it's who you are becoming, right? I so love that. So on here, you've got that A, B, and C. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes. So A, how would an elite distributor act or react to that? Again, we're talking about business people. So would they act in a way that was not necessarily presidential master pro 10 worthy? That's up to each individual, but we have it. When you look at it, when you ask yourself, take a deep breath, count to 10, how would an elite distributor react to this? If you go through that exercise of actually having that thought process, with about 90% certainty, you're probably going to change what you do or how you react than the way you initially wanted to, based on simply asking that question. The second one, would an elite distributor think, do, or what would an elite distributor think, do, or say in that situation? If it was negative, if it was critical, if it was something like, oh my gosh, somebody called you a new distributor and they didn't get their product on time, or they opened it up and there was something wrong with the packaging, or the box was dented, how would you respond? Elite distributors respond differently than somebody who's going to go by initial thinking about it. Positivity, solve the problem. We have our company is notorious for solving the problems. That's what we're here for. If you guys remember on the most recent Elite Academy, Tara Wilson said something so profound. We don't sell products, we solve problems. That's how we should handle it in every aspect of our business. And last, what would an elite distributor watch, read, or listen to? When we're at the gym, we have earbuds in, we have our phones on, we're listening to podcasts, we're listening to books. We're not going to listen to music. Not that there's anything wrong with music. We're not going to watch the news on the TVs in the gym. We're going to be feeding our brains and doing what elite business people do. They program positivity, they listen to positivity. We're listening to an audiobook or a podcast that speaks life into us. And that's why it just creates a totally different mindset. There's nothing wrong with rocking out when you're in the gym. if it's on a weekend. But if on a business day, we got to get into the mindset, because as soon as we leave the gym and we get home, we go right to work. So it's important. And then leadership development, number 3 here.
You know, this is so important. And this is exactly the way. So when I got started, Bob and Laura Robbins and I really got started at the same time. And Laura and I just kind of locked arms with each other because Bob was working a lot of hours in his job. And so what we did in the beginning, because I had my brain injury and I was on a lot of prescription medication. So my mind wasn't completely wrapped around how to do this business. And so what we decided we were going to do is that we were going to go to as many presentations done by different people that we possibly could in person. We were going to show up and be there, take notes, find the things that really resonated with us that we wanted to share that sounded like us, and create our own voice in the presentation. And so going and participating and being on the success stories, showing up to LifeVantage academies and being there and around people that have been doing this longer so that you can find your voice in sharing the opportunity and presenting. The sooner you can get in front of the room, the sooner your check will start to grow.
Yep.
It is the truth.
True
the people
story.
in the front of the room are the ones that make the most money. Okay. So if you need to do it in stair steps, attend and go to as many presentations as you possibly can, and just learn what is right for who you are and who you are becoming, because we don't want you to think you have to be perfect, but we do want you to push yourself. Okay. A good presentation today is better than a perfect presentation that never happens.
True story.
Because a perfect presentation never, ever happens. Have you seen our presentations? Seriously. So you just need to do it. And part of the way that you can really start to build up that muscle and push through fears is practicing ITT. By sharing and inviting, finding out if people are open to taking a look at what you're so excited about, sharing a tool with them, introducing them to the team, an opportunity presentation, somebody else to answer their questions. The more you do that, you're going to build up that belief in yourself and understand that it's okay if somebody says no to you. They're not saying no to you. They're just saying no to the information right now. Okay. Has nothing to do with you personally.
A lot of times they're really saying no to themselves, which is the whole entire purpose why we're talking about this belief in yourself. Belief in oneself is a pretty scarce thing. In fact, it might be close to being on the endangered list, but we are here to resurrect it. We're here to convince you guys that it can be possible. And if you're not convinced yet, let your team dote on you before you believe in yourself. It's a great strategy, and network marketing is the best business model I've ever seen for that very thing.
Yep. We definitely believe in every single one of you. So if you need us to loan you our belief in you, we absolutely have plenty of it to be able to do that.
You don't even have to give it back.
No.
So keep it. So mindset. The most important thing, this is 10% skills, 90% mindset. Mindset is so critical. So bullseye and everything you think about your mindset. Let's talk about how do we do that? First, you have to decide. It's a decision. Make a decision. You will be successful in your network marketing business. If you're not sure, think about it again. Who could you help? Who needs the products? Who could use some extra money? But decide to be successful and then determine the level of financial success that you want. We have an amazing tool for that. Our income disclosure statement, also called our average earnings disclosure. Look at the average monthly income, go down the list until you find a number that it would actually take making that much money per month before you would even think about putting your time and effort into it. And then once you've identified that number, look all the way to the right and see how long it takes. Are you willing to put in that amount of time to make that amount of income? And if you are, lock shoulders or lock elbows with your team that's already there on your behalf, thinking and believing in you to help develop your mindset. And then number 3.
Yeah, dedicate and schedule the time. So you have to calendar time for building your business. And by the way, this broaden your mindset is all now from the outlook of that new identity that you've decided on. Okay. So you're going to be thinking differently after you actually go through the steps, because guys, we don't do these calls just to talk at you. We want you to be really looking at these and picking things out that you can apply into your life. And so taking the time to really identify that new identity of yourself is vital in this process. And then you can expand and broaden the mindset around it. And scheduling the time, once you learn who you truly want to be, you're going to find all kinds of time in your schedule that you can actually put money-making activities and personal growth time into your calendar. So make sure that you go through and identify the negotiable time and make that vital decision that you are no longer going to be spending it, basically spending your valuable time on something that doesn't give back to you. Okay, that's TV, that's video games, that's some hobbies, that's those things that can be actually, put off until you've built today what you want tomorrow. Okay, so you can put those things off. And then number 4 is disciplining yourself. You need to make sure that in your personal development time, you are just really diligent in what you're choosing to read and what you're putting and consuming inside your brain. What you put into your mind is actually more important than the nutrition you put in your mouth, because your mindset is actually going to determine what you put in your mouth, right? And so what you're feeding your brain is vitally important. So make sure that the books, magazines, articles, blogs, podcasts, videos, courses, masterclasses, accountability groups, people that you have around you, all of that kind of stuff is of the highest standard, the highest class, and the highest integrity, so that is what you are feeding and muscling up your brain with.
Yes.
Is just the good stuff.
And the app is a great source for a lot of this.
Yes, absolutely. And then skills.
Now your skills. One of the things about network marketing is it only requires really 7 skills. It's not like you have to go get a college degree to be a good network marketer. You don't have to even go to summer school. It's something where if you can read a couple books, give yourself permission to be 1% better every day, it makes a major difference. And speaking of that, Darren Hardy has a book called The Compound Effect, which really helps understand getting 1% better every day, which also James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits, because you may forego that hamburger for dinner, instead have a salad. And the next morning, the scale says the same thing. Well, that's only one example, but you wanted it to change. Well, if you forego a hamburger every night for 6 months for a salad, it's going to make a major difference, but it's 1% better every day. It's that compound effect. We want it to be 100% better by tomorrow, but give yourself some grace, give yourself the ability and permission to learn new skills. Remember how it was when you were learning how to roller skate or learning how to ride a bike or whatever it was. Take your training wheels off when they're ready to come off. Otherwise you fall over and skin your knee. Same thing in network marketing. Give yourself permission to be 1% better every day and lean on your leaders and mentors that have been there. Help them rather than take the approach I did. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't need anybody's help, which was a very selfish, egotistical, and stupid way to look at this business. And I'm glad I got over that pretty quick. But it's something where develop the skills because you deserve it. And the people around you that want more deserve you to do it too.
Yes. So making your new mantras, right? After you've determined what your identity is and where you really want to improve, you want to make it the mantra of, I will be 1% better tomorrow than I was today in this area. I will be 1% better, 1% every single day. Just have that mindset, 1% better. So, I mean, if you've seen our social media posts, we've been using that a lot recently because that's what we have to have in our minds. Because if we just focus on the small things, that's easy to do a 1% improvement. And when you look at the grand scale of it, that means in 1 year, that's 365% increase.
It's pretty awesome.
That's huge, right? I mean, in the perfect example, what you just got done.
It actually compounds.
Yeah. Yeah. So with us working out, it's like we've been working out 5 to 6 days a week for the past 5 weeks or so. And yet I am not losing any weight.
But you're getting strong.
And if I was sitting there and I was just looking at the scale, I could get really frustrated. But like Dondee said, I'm getting stronger. I know that fat or muscle develops faster than fat burns off, but the muscle that I'm developing is going to help me burn the fat off. So having the proper mindset and expectations and that 1% better every single day is the solution to really moving you forward from this moment forth.
Yes. So increasing your belief and your skill set. Attending events and trainings, it's where it happens the fastest. This is really where you can expedite that 1% better every day in the skill set and in your mindset, is attending events like LifeVantage Academy, Elite Academy, the global conventions, the LV success stories that happen every Tuesday, your own team trainings. We do this training every week. Monthly fly-in. We talked about that. We're excited to be a part of the one coming up this weekend and what it's going to do ongoing. And then discipline yourself. Just make it a commitment to improve your skills every single day. Read books, magazines, articles, blogs. We have a ton in your back office. We have a ton in the playbook. There's just a ton of information out there. Listen to podcasts, watch video courses. There's free. There is the University of YouTube. It is anything you ever wanted to know ad nauseum, you can find on YouTube. Just be selective. Network marketing skills development, and just type that in. You're going to be able to see hours and hours and hours and hours of stuff, but make a commitment to do it every day.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, and then be consistent in your action. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just like what you just said, do something every day to grow yourself and your business. You have to be open for business to build your business. So make sure that you put it in your calendar and you commit to it, because again, doing what you say you're going to do is vitally important in growing your new identity and 1% increase every single day. And then being diligent on what you allow into your mind and into your surroundings. You have to, because once you get on this focus of 1% better every single day and making progress, if you open the door just a crack and turn on the radio, listen to the news, or decide to go to a party with people that don't have the same goals and dreams that you do, and in doing something different than the norm, then you very easily can be doing that 3 steps backwards to your 1%. And that's not what you want to do. We want to focus on that 1% stepping forward every single day. And so being diligent on what you let in and what you let around you. And that includes people, guys. It doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life entirely, but you can limit your time with the people that are not positive and going your same direction.
Absolutely. And small wins make a big difference. And if it's 1% better every day, just decide, I'm going to read 5 pages of a book because I didn't read any yesterday, or I'm going to make 1 call to a new prospect because I didn't make any yesterday. If you did 5 yesterday, do 6 today. If you did none yesterday, do 1 today. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be bigger than yesterday.
Yes.
And if yesterday was small, a little bit bigger today doesn't have to be big, but it's bigger than yesterday. And small wins make a big difference, especially when compounded over time. Yeah. Embrace those small wins. Cherish those small wins.
Celebrate. Yes, celebrate. If you wait until you get to the ultimate goal to celebrate, more than likely, you will not be celebrating in this lifetime. So if you celebrate every 1% increase, you will not only be having a lot of fun, you'll be encouraging and inspiring a lot of people along the way, and you will get to that ultimate goal much quicker, much faster, and it will seem like it was a simple process because you've been having a celebration every step of the way.
And and reward them. I'm thinking of one that pops into my head, doing 10 laps in the pool in 10 minutes. I almost died 5 weeks ago. On that, I barely even made the 10th lap, and now we do 12 laps tomorrow. Next week it'll be 13. It's just constantly improving, and I'm getting more endurance. I get out of the pool, I'm not winded, like I feel like I'm going to die, and I did 20% more in the last 5 weeks. So it's just a matter, and that's almost 1% better every day. So it's just give yourself a goal, measure what you're doing, and then you can measure tomorrow's results with yesterday's input. And it doesn't have to be big. Most of the time we set our goals too high too quickly, and we get frustrated because we don't get it. If it's just 1% better every day, just think about how simple that is. 1 more call today than you did yesterday, 1 more invite, 1 more follow-up, and then do another one tomorrow. It's easy. You just got to be consistent. You got to put the mindset to work, and you just have to discipline yourself, and then cherish those rewards, celebrate those 1% better, because it will make all the difference in the world.
Amen. All right, guys. So this concludes the 4th pillar of the beliefs. The first is in this profession, network marketing. The second is in this amazing company that we have the honor of being part of, LifeVantage. And then the third is the products that are changing lives, saving lives around the world.
Literally.
And we've just gotten started. And the fourth is I would say the most important, and that is belief in you. And we hope that you have a little bit more, at least 1% increase in the belief in yourself and what your potential is, or at least have 1% more information on what you can do next to increase your belief in yourself.
Amen to that.
Celebration.
Yes.
All right, guys, we love you. Have a great Monday night. If you have questions about the fly-ins that are happening on the second weekends, please reach out to us, because we'd love to have a conversation with you, because we would love to be able to support and celebrate you there with your prospects. We're here to help you. So reach out. All right, guys, have a great day.
See ya. You're all amazing.